Boston, blinding snow whipped up by powerful winds pummeled the eastern United States into Sunday's early hours, as one of the strongest winter storms in years triggered transport chaos and power outages across a region of some 70 million people. Major cities such as New York and Boston bore the brunt of the blizzard, which the National Weather Service, NWS, confirmed had intensified into a bomb cyclone, characterized by the explosive power of rapid drops in atmospheric pressure. The heaviest hit parts of New York and Massachusetts received 2 feet, 61 centimeters, of snow by early evening, with more than homes in Massachusetts reported without power. Snowfall in Boston equaled the one-day record of 23.6 inches set in 2003, the N said, while the town of Sharon, 29 kilometers, 18 miles, to the south, had recorded the highest snowfall by 8:30 p.m. Saturday with more than 30 inches. The towns of Islip, New York, and Warren, Rhode Island, were similarly blanketed. Cold weather stretched as far south as Florida, where the ants warned of scattered to isolated falling iguanas from trees, as plunging temperatures temporarily paralyzed the large lizards. Residents in towns and cities across the eastern seaboard were urged to avoid all unnecessary travel for a second night of whiteout conditions, with additional snowfall expected to be heaviest across New England. In Long Island, officials said a woman had been found dead in her car by a snowplow operator. Salt machines and snowplows crawled along the streets of New York City, where Central Park was covered in 7.5 inches of snow and regional train lines were partially shut down. In Times Square, the famous neon billboards formed glowing halos in the snowy air. But the frigid temperatures didn't stop Robert Burke, a Times Square fixture known as the Naked Cowboy. Wearing only his underwear, a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, he strolled through the nearly empty tourist hotspot, strumming his guitar. "It's fantastic," one undaunted tourist, Gonzalo Vasquez of Spain, told AFF in Times Square. "It's like skiing, surrounded by lights and awesome LED screens." In the trendy Cobble Hill neighborhood in Brooklyn, the sidewalks were almost deserted and many businesses were closed. But the few who did brave the elements smiled as they wished each other happy snow day. New York and the neighboring state of New Jersey plus Virginia, Maryland and Delaware declared emergencies for all or part of the states. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said the storm's perils were not over yet, warning residents Saturday that the most dangerous phase of the storm is now. "Please continue to avoid any unnecessary travel while our crews are working to clear the roads," she said. In Boston, where a snow emergency was declared, Mayor Michelle Wu tweeted a reminder Saturday to stay off the roads if you can. Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker said, "This storm is bringing strong winds and lots of snow, with coastal, eastern and southeastern Massachusetts communities getting hit particularly hard. Through mid-morning tomorrow, you should not be traveling unless you absolutely have to." Eric Colasandra, a homeowner in the town of Marshfield near Boston, said he had just lost power, but was optimistic his watt generator would pull him through. He said he should be able to bear it out for a couple days without power, adding that he had stocked up on food and water in advance. Boston Public Works said 900 snowplows were hard at work on the city streets. Plow driver Mark Burns, working in Boston's South Shore area, said the snow had gotten heavy. "It was supposed to be light and fluffy, but it's a little wet now." More than flights were cancelled for Saturday traveling within, into or out of the United States, according to flight tracker FlightAware, and just over flights had already been cancelled for Sunday. The blizzard comes on the heels of a similar winter storm that blanketed a swath of eastern North America, from Georgia to Canada, just 2 weeks ago, cutting power to thousands of homes and also disrupting thousands of flights. Adblock Test. Why?